Hello my dear students, welcome back to my channel. So today I am ready with another video from the same chapter, that is sexual reproduction in organisms. So in my last video I completed artificial hybridization. So we are next going to discuss about double fertilization in angiosperms. We know double fertilization is unique feature of angiosperms only. So let us see what is double fertilization, what are the process involved here, and some numericals related to NEET. Some other questions related to NEET and other objective questions we are going to discuss. So now first let us start with what is actually a double fertilization. So we know the two male gametes are released into the cytoplasm of synergids because two male gametes are carried by pollen tube, and as they are carried by pollen tube, they pass through one of the synergids and then enter into the cytoplasm of synergids. So as they enter into the cytoplasm of synergids, so here we know very well, if this is the embryo sac, we know there is an egg cell here, and on either side, synergids are present, and these synergids, they contain a finger-like structures called as, these finger-like structures are called as filiform apparatus, So these filiform apparatus, they guide the path of the pollen tube. So pollen tube enters from this end and it releases male gametes into the cytoplasm of synergids. So here the two male gametes will be released, then the synergid breaks, and then the male gametes will enter into the embryo sac. And after entering into the embryo sac, the two processes occur. First process is called as a syngamy, or it is called generative fertilization. So here the first male gamete, it fuses with egg cell. So here both are haploid, and this will give rise to a diploid zygote. And syngamy was first described by Strasburger. And syngamy is a very primitive process. It is found in all the organisms, starting right from algae. It is found in all the organisms. So it is considered to be a primitive phenomenon in sexually reproducing organisms because it is found in all sexually reproducing organisms. Now, the second male gamete which is released, that undergoes triple fusion. So, in triple fusion, the second male gamete fuses with the diploid secondary nucleus. This is a haploid and this is diploid. This diploid secondary nucleus is formed by the two polar nuclei which are present at the center of the embryo sac. In the center of the embryo sac, these two polar nuclei are formed. And these polar nuclei, just before the entry of pollen tube, they fuse and they form a diploid secondary nucleus. Now this diploid secondary nucleus, when fuses with second male gamete, it forms a primary endosperm nucleus. This fusion is taking place in the cytoplasm of the central cell. First male gamete is fusing with the egg nucleus. Second male gamete is fusing with the two polar nuclei which are present in the cytoplasm of the central cell. And then it forms primary endosperm nucleus. So this primary endosperm nucleus, it is a triploid nucleus formed in the central cell. And this process is called as vegetative fertilization also. It is called triple fusion, or it is also called as a vegetative fertilization. Now let us see what is the importance of double fertilization, why it has to occur, and why it is the unique feature of only angiosperms. Okay, students and other viewers, let us now discuss what is the importance of double fertilization. So, syngamy and triple fusion together take place, simultaneously they take place in the embryo sac of angiosperms. Since two fertilizations are taking place at the same time in the embryo sac, in single embryo sac, it is called as a double fertilization. And this was first reported, double fertilization, triple fusion, was first reported by Navaschin. This is in 1898 in the plants belonging to Liliaceae, that is Fritillaria and Lilium, in monocots. For the first time it is identified in monocots. Of course, it is found in all angiosperms. It is a unique feature of angiosperms. We don't find in any other group of plants. But as I told you, syngamy is found in all the groups of plants. But double fertilization, that is triple fusion, is unique only for angiosperms. Now let us see the other two terms related to it. The first term I am going to discuss is xenia. The definition, this sometime was asked sometime back in the objective exams. So, term used by the scientist Fouquet for the first time, and it is the direct effect of pollen on fruits, seeds, embryo and endosperm. That means all the post-fertilized products. This is affecting all the post-fertilized products. This we can describe as one kind of cytoplasmic inheritance. That is the cytoplasm present in pollen grains. Because it is only the pollen grains are affecting. So that can affect these. Like for example, grains of maize. We get different colors of maize, grains. Only within the one fruit. Sometimes we get within the one fruit only. That is called as, this effect is called xenia. So what is it is effect? It is affecting effect of pollen on all the post-fertilized products like fruit, seeds, embryo and endosperm. Now next similar term is metaxenia. So let us now discuss about metaxenia. Okay, now let us discuss about metaxenia. So metaxenia, the term was first used by Zwingli. It is the effect of pollen on female structures present outside the embryo sac. So what are the female structures present outside the embryo sac? It can be nucellus and it can be integuments. So when pollen affects the structure of these or morphology of these, then we call it as metaxenia, like for example in date palm. So this is what we complete up to double fertilization. What is xenia, metaxenia. Now I am going to discuss the questions related to this particular topic, which can be asked in any objective exam. So NEET questions. Let us give the questions for NEET. So first question, I am going to write the question and then we can discuss. So when 4n female crossed with 4n female crossed with 2n male, then the ploidy of embryo, then endosperm and nucellus. Let us find out the ploidy of these. So when female is 4n, the female gamete, so for this solution will be female gamete, ploidy of female gamete will be equal to 2n, because the female plant is 4n. So the gamete will be 2n. Male plant is 2n only. So male gamete will be equal to n. Now we got male and female gamete. We can easily find out the ploidy. So ploidy of embryo, fusion of these two, 2n and n. So we are going to get 3n. Then ploidy of endosperm. Endosperm is formed by fusion of secondary nucleus with male gamete. So male gamete here is N. Secondary nucleus will be 4N. Two male gametes, two female gametes, or two polar nuclei. So each polar nuclei here will be 2N. So here secondary nucleus will be 4N. So endosperm, when we get N plus 4N, that is equal to 5N. Now next is nucellus. Nucellus is the female tissue. So what is the ploidy of female? 4N. So nucellus also will be 4N. So this is one type of question can be expected. Now let us go into the next question.